Oh, hello everybody. How are we out there in internet land? What's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
Nothing. Change on the fly. Things we have to do. But putting together something. So hopefully it all works out here. Um, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get right to the chat, Justin, and then we're gonna bring. We do have a couple people here, and we're just gonna have a conversation. We're gonna talk about things. So let's see who we got first today. I think it was Mr. Rue City Choppa. How are you?
Up, Choppa.
We have Jacob, Jacked Up Leather. Jacob, how are
How's it
you?
going, Jacob?
Jeff Harmon, good to see you, buddy.
Mr. Dapper.
Thank you for showing up. Um, he's saying hello to a couple people. Then we have 3D. Hello, hello.
What's up, 3D?
And 3D. Bruce City. Chris from True North. Hello, sir.
Good evening,
Um,
Chris.
I love the little video that was put out on YouTube on his channel about the winnings. So I'm happy about that. He got a good picture of it with the saying on it and stuff like that. So
Nice.
uh, it's hard to do. You got a shape of a spoon. It's hard to do. Yes, I appreciate that, Chris. Yeah, if you would please hit the like, subscribe. If it's your first time here, and it goes a long way. Thank you, 3D. We have Bishop in the house and Bianca in the house. Hello, hello.
Oh,
hmm And
Mr.
Robert Allen.
Allen.
How are you, sir? Good to see you. Corey, who always ends his lives when I walk in the door. But I think he was live for a long time, and he was just ending. And I walked in a couple times. uh, we have the bishop,
Good evening, Corey.
Bane Blends. Hello, hello. Yeah, he was live for almost an hour and a half, and I came in. I was doing stuff for the show here, but I always like going into Corey's how he's working and um, just talking to the camera. It's awesome.
He's got some good ones dropping tomorrow.
There's a couple that I love, and I'm loving the cologne,
Nice.
the all natural cologne and stuff. So it's good. But besides that, um, as you can see, we don't have Onyx Graves on tonight. Something went different for her. So if you're, pin up, ain't gonna happen. But we wish all good things for her. Freaking Frack, the two-time show-stopping award winner. Uh, can't say enough of that man. His beard is remarkable, and it looked like through the pictures he had some big competition there. So, I mean, be a
Congrats.
two-time, yeah. I mean, wow. But I was looking at all the pictures. It looks like there was a good one. Good people down there. So that's awesome. And we got Lewis just came in. Hello, Lewis.
What's up, Lewis?
And I don't think I missed anybody. So why don't we bring in a few people here? It's just going
We
to be a
got
chat tonight. So hopefully everything is good. What do you see?
Brack Mang High Five.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that. Hello. If it's your first time, hit the like button, subscribe. Good to have you here. And I would have said it the same way. So hopefully that's correct. But yeah, let's bring in a few people here. So we got Jacob from Bane Blends, and we got the Bishop. Hello.
Hey guys, I joined the party tonight.
Nice. I like it.
Hey, DL Walker sent me this in the mail. He's like, I need your address. Just out of the blue. And I'm like, wow, what a gift. Like,
Yeah,
I can't get over the generosity of some of the people in the community. Like a bunch of guys from the Texas Bearded Texan group. I've gotten 2 separate care packages in the mail of just cigars, like really good cigars.
Oh,
I'm like,
nice.
I just can't get over how wonderful the community's been. It's really remarkable. So
it is. It is. But Jacob, you were down at that competition, weren't you, in Florida?
I got to meet quite a few awesome people for sure.
Yeah, it was funny. I was clicking on some of the pictures and stuff, and like I said, Bob had some big competition for that Best in Show.
There was some really nice beards there.
Yeah,
I mean,
really nice.
It was a smaller competition, but you know, the people that were there, it was actually a really wonderful event for the amount of people that ended up coming, and that I think that just kind of beleaguers the fact that we can do a lot better, you know, that we can get more people involved. And I'm really hoping to work with Mike Wiseman from Hemp Wizard, Greg from Sunshine State Grooming, and a couple other owners in the state of Florida. Oh, Matt from Florida Boys. Man, what a tremendous group of men that I got to meet this weekend. And I really want to try to build up the bearded community in the state of Florida because there's a lot of people in the state of Florida with beards. You know, we gotta try to get that community up and running a little bit more and try to get some more stuff going. So
yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was looking at them, and like I said, it was nice to see because the first one that Bob went to, I didn't recognize really anybody in any of the pictures, you know. So I know that was a smaller one also, but like I said, there was a bunch of them that I was recognizing. You were one of them, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. That's nice," you know.
Yeah.
But Bishop, what's new with you, buddy?
Tired, man. Been working on, hanging up these doors and framing stuff. I did not have computer skill. I mean, carpenter skills. I wish I lived closer to Chief for sure.
Yeah, it is tough, you know. But hey, you're gonna get after it and get your 3D going and stuff like that. Yep. So that's awesome. So one of the subjects, one of the things I'm bringing up, and maybe you guys can help me. I was talking to Justin before all this. So, we're all trying to make our shows look a little bit more presentable, trying to, use AI for a lot of things. So this is a segment I'm going to call My ChatGPT Problems. So this first photo, all I wanted to do was an AI photo of myself, just drinking a beer. I could take a picture, but I wanted to add a couple of people into the photo. So I said, traditional Irish setting, pub, and, laughing, having a good time. And I got this. Okay, so it's close, right? Not that big of a deal. And, I was like, okay, I want, put my buddy Justin so I can put it up as a show thing. And I said, don't change nothing on this picture. Just add this person to it. Maybe put a smile on our faces. So this comes up.
Yeah, see, that's awesome. I like that.
Yeah, that's awesome, but it's incorrect. It. And how did we go from kind of AI-ish to cartoonish? With nothing was kind of put on for do a cartoon thing,
right?
So I'm using the free version. I gotta say, I'm using the free version. So I timed myself out for the day. So Bishop texts me. He says, "Man, you got to add me to that photo." And I was like, all right. I'm like, cool. I says tomorrow, I'll be able to add, and we'll see what it gives me. There we are.
Yep.
That's us three. Me. You got Bishop in the center, and then you got Justin at the end. So same wording I used, traditional bar sending, and I'm giving them face pictures, full beard face pictures. So I explained traditional Irish setting. Basically, let's kind of add these two gentlemen, and we're all wearing skelly hats, all this stuff. This is what we got. So we're all wearing the same shirt, basically, the same hat, basically. I'm old man Pete in the mines. Bishop, I don't know. It's
That's a young-
somewhat, maybe, a little bit younger. And then you got Justin that I don't think is anywhere near Justin. But that was my chat GBT. So after that, I kind of said, I'm done with chat GBT for a little bit because I'm just getting mad. But they're my problems at chat GBT. And I know people have used this and, pretty much, all their stuff that they do on their shows is chat GBT. Right. So that is my GBT problem. So I don't know kind of where to go from that. I don't know if it's just me not saying the correct words or whatnot. I don't know what you guys use. You can talk about that if you would like. I'm going to see what the chat is about here.
I've tried Chat GPT. I sent you some of my pictures.
Hey, you forgot the one you sent me. The one that you sent me by myself. Remember?
Oh, yeah. I did not add that one. That one was a pretty funny. I don't think I added it. That was pretty funny too. Yeah. Man, yeah, I didn't add it to the thing. And it's not on the computer; it's on the phone. But
so
let's see if I can pull it up here.
You imagine if I asked ChatGPT, they'd probably be like, "Hooked on phonics, we don't understand the language." Hey, Jacob.
Wow, that's funny.
Yeah, there you go. I like that though. I do. I like that.
Yeah. You can go ahead and show them the one that I just sent you to that Chat GPT did for me.
Where's Justin?
That's actually not too shabby though.
It's not terrible. I've seen worse.
Dark complected.
I've seen worse. But yeah, so I'm trying to look for an easier, a better way to kind of do stuff. The new intro I did, I just started using Canva. I'm planning on a second and third page to kind of do, as we talked about, Bishop, on different things, upcoming shows, maybe in the front of it, right. Things that are happening, other people's shows that we want to promote, or if there's something that somebody is having a drop or any of that stuff, right. Be right up front and hopefully pull the people in. But yeah,
I use Canva. I almost exclusively use Canva for it. I actually had the real expensive Adobe suite. I paid like $600-700 a year for it. But the cool thing about Canva is that because of the labels that I purchase and do for that, I get access to Canva for a year, and then I have like 8 codes. And then when it expires, I put another code in. I have it for another year. I mean, and I have almost unlimited usage. So Canva's fantastic. I do all my label creation, all my AI generation, everything I do in Canva. So
my wife has Canva for free because of the school teacher. So
hey, I'm gonna generate one of the photos that I did. I'm not gonna say the parameters, but it had to do with a redhead Irish bartender, okay, pouring a Guinness. Now, I'm not going to tell you everything I gave the parameters, but it was meant to be sort of it's appropriate, don't get me wrong, but it was meant to be sort of typographical of what you would expect to go and see at a high profile Irish bar. Okay, I'll send you the picture, and then you can see what one of the results was.
Okay.
I had to generate about 80 different pictures in order to get one that was appropriate for what I was looking for, right? Because the generation is wild. Let me tell you, it's appropriate, it's PG,
Yeah.
but it's wild.
Yeah. Yeah, and
So,
I think the problem I'm having with Canva is learning where you put like input pictures you've taken and stuff like that, so that I can generate the intros, the outros, my stuff like that. So it's me learning that. That's where I'm having the issue with it, but I'll get it, but it's just that 30-second video clip basically took me a couple hours.
yeah.
So you saw
It was
the one I got in my show. That once I got in my show, dude, that took me a whole week to figure out which one I want. So that's why I keep using them over and over, because I don't know if I'll be able to do it again. But I got them on CapCut though.
Yeah,
Okay, CapCut.
CapCut's not too bad.
Man, do you remember when
I
CapCut
see
and
that's pretty good.
you remember when CapCut went off for a while?
Yeah.
I didn't know what else to do for editing videos or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we obviously don't have the benefit. Some of us don't have the benefit of having the skills needed in graphic design to be able to do what AI is doing for us. And, part of me feels really bad. Part of me feels really bad that we can't hire somebody to do that work. Or, I get one of my kids to start learning how to do this work. And then, but this is the technology that we have. And for, whether you're a reviewer or a business owner, you have to use the tools that are available to you.
Yep.
Right.
If I hired someone to do every one of my labels, I'd be out a ton of money before I even made $1, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I've just taught myself how to use what I have available.
Those little like this show here, like I can't afford to hire out anybody, so that's why I'm trying to learn. I did get your photos and stuff like that, but that it wasn't too bad. That bartender, like it felt like the same kind of area as this one would have been,
Yeah.
But it's just, like I said, I don't change much of a wording. It kind of just it goes where it wants to go, and I understand it's free, but
show Justin and Bishop if you can. I mean, it's look. I mean, just how realistic it is. I mean, it's insane. I mean, if you weren't looking at it and seeing some of the flaws that are in the design of the image, you would think that is a real human being.
Right.
Yeah. I just sent it to our group of friends. But it's just I'm learning, and and I'll get there. That it look halfway decent, but it's just funny how I talk to people and they're like, oh, I love using that and this, and I'm having such problems.
Dude, do you know who that looks like in that picture? That looks like Chief Nice, the one that was at the Buckeye.
Oh, okay, yeah. It does, yeah.
Chris is AI that I created. Tara, that's funny. Oh man.
Yeah, Alan, thank you for coming in. But besides all that, so we got Bane Blends here, and he's going to be on my show next week to really promote what's happening with him. But we do have something that he shared with me, and it's going to be coming out soon. But I know he has a lot of other drops that are happening. But Lim Lost Boss and Bane Blends, Bishop was talking to me about this, and it sounds really, really nice what this gentleman's doing. If you want to, Jacob, you can add on to it as much as you would like. Let me kind of get.
So Bishop and I are due to talk about this probably much more at length on Wednesday, so I'll just briefly touch on it. I think all of us in the community want to deal with people that have good hearts and have good minds and represent something that's, you know, a little bit bigger than themselves. And when I look through social media and I see the landscape of the people that are on it, I don't want to deal with somebody who doesn't have a good ethos, doesn't represent what I represent. And when I got to the point where I wanted to start reaching out to content creators and influencers that had beards or, you know, are interested in sort of natural skincare, there's a few names that came up, and his was one of the first ones because I had been watching his content for a few months.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you know, some of it's challenging. You know, he was a little unconventional in what he liked, but with what he liked, we were able to replicate what he liked, and we came up with a couple different versions, and we're super happy with it, and we'll see where it goes. You know, he's not just throwing his name in it. He actually invested some money into this too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's not just gonna, you know, collect, you know, a percentage of every sale. He actually put money into it. He believes in it. And yeah, I'm really happy to be working with him.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he's a good human being with a great
Great
story.
guy. Great guy.
Yeah.
And Bishop, that's going to be on One Bearded Bishop.
Yeah, it's a Wednesday show there, a special Wednesday show that we're doing this Wednesday coming up. Yeah, and
I hope he can attend. He's absolutely slammed right now,
Yeah.
so I'm hoping he can attend. But that man's busier than I am, putting more hours than I do, and I put in 80 hours a week. He's putting in more. But you know what? He puts a lot of hours into his family.
Yep.
He's got four kids under 6?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I mean, he's dad. He does 4:30 to 8:30 every night. He's dedicated to his kids. He doesn't operate outside of that. So for him to try to get on the show Wednesday is going to be huge if he can.
Right.
But if not, I'll just be rambling on about it and, you know, all that. So.
Oh yeah, I mean that's why, like, you know, let's get the suspense up for Wednesday on Bishop's channel.
Yep.
And it looks like a great story. I was talking, like I said, with Bishop and of course Jacob. He showed me a bunch of the artwork, very simple, very clean. The labels and stuff, and they all sound like they're pretty good. Of course, you got your blend that you do, but I like it. They'll stand out with the color situation and stuff.
Right.
But that'll be a Bishop. So I'm just giving you a sneak, a little peek here. I don't want to steal the thunder from nobody, but it's awesome. I love seeing communities come together to help other communities, and you know, you must really think this is going to do something if he's putting his money into it also.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that is great. So one thing still promoting, guys, is Beards at the Beach. It's October 11th, and it's in Maryland. It's the Beardmen Society of Ocean City. So that's a come up. So you're on the East Coast. Looked like a lot of fun last year. I was looking at their event page from last year. They look like a bunch of men that you know what they're doing. I've never heard of the Bearded Men Society of Ocean City, but I know a few people that are going there. So again, we're trying to basically you know, support them and support charities. As you can see, making strides. That brings up to what I'm trying to do next month, because October is breast cancer awareness. So, you know, it's perfect there. So I'm looking to do the same thing for October, and trying to find an organization close to me. But, you know, there's more to come on that. And then I am going to support, I know Onyx ain't here, but I'm going to support Taxi Phil. This is what's coming up next weekend, the Big Whisker Revival. And if anybody knows anything, this is a big one. This one here, they have a raffle table that is miles long. It seems like he says it all the time. If you don't walk away with something, that means you didn't play the game. Um, they have wine, they have everything. A lot of people support it, I know, and I like Taxi Phil, and I was gonna support it with Onyx, but I'm supporting it because of Taxi and their whole the Cincinnati Beer Barons. They do parades. They're really, really a community club. And of course, Mad Viking. We all know them from Worlds. They're also in with it. So if you're around the area, you can hit me up. You can see Southgate House Revival. Let me get my face out of there. Kentucky, Newport, Kentucky. I didn't want to say it wrong. I thought it was Kentucky, but I didn't want to say it wrong. But I guess it's a big venue and stuff, and it's on my bucket list to do someday. But we'll see what happens there. But all right. So Justin, I know you were talking about having a few new videos coming up. Anything you would like to talk about that, or?
No, other than,
Well, that's good. Then, real good content there.
There you go.
That was brutal, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
And now we're back.
I'm just trying to fill an hour here, but you don't want to talk about nothing. It's all right. No, you don't have to go through the review, but something
okay. I thought you
at
was
or
like wanting me to do.
No, don't do the review. Just
So I
is
do have a
upcoming?
few. And if y'all are watching, I apologize. This month's been rough. It's been real rough.
Mhm.
I got Bane Blends out last week. I have Florida Boy, or not Florida Boys, Flaming Beard, and then I've got Elegant Sasquatch, and then Florida Boys that I have been reviewing throughout this month. And so there will be some videos dropped throughout the week this week, probably a little later in the afternoon because I do have a full-time job now. So, but yeah. I am going to be dropping some videos.
No, that's good. Bishop, I know we talked about your Wednesday show, but anything else new you're kind of working on?
Yeah, man. I got a a new company, actually, a brand new company. They don't even have a website yet. And I had this oil and yeah, I'm working on their review. Of course, I got a True North that I'm gonna come out pretty soon. And then me and Justin are working on the bottle of liquid butter. It's gonna be a 2-part video. We're gonna record that, so that one's gonna be great. And then I just dropped off I just did the video for the review for Bay Blend and Lim Boss. Definitely. Yeah, I want to add on that. This oil is a secret. I just call it a secret weapon. Because literally, man, what you smell in the bottle is not what you get on the beer. And I was so surprised. And I told Jacob that I was so surprised how good it is after I put in the beer. So
Nice. Jacob,
That guy
I know.
sounds like a loser. Okay, sorry.
Who's that? The guy that he's doing. I know we talked about what's coming up Wednesday, and I'm really interested in what you were talking about backstage with the what Celtic.
Yeah, the Keltoberfest.
Keltoberfest. That's it. Yep.
Yeah. So there's a Celtic celebration happening here in Bradenton at a local brewery called Motorworks, and it's called Keltoberfest. It's an all-day event. It's like we set up at 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. It's going to go to midnight. So I wanted to come up with a stout, stout beard oil, and what better one to celebrate than Guinness? So I
Mhm.
started looking at a couple of different fragrance oils, one of which is a Guinness fragrance oil. And it's interesting because, with anything you have different parts. And my wife is really good at layering different scents. So like, we'll get a beard oil like the woodland elixir, right? You don't really get the cedar, you don't really get the other components in it, but if they were missing, you would say there's something wrong. It doesn't smell the same. Well, with anything, you have to layer those in the right strategic ways. So found the Guinness dupe, very chocolatey, sweet, um, more of the dessert aspect of what a Guinness can be, right? But you want to add the stout part. You want to have the stout be forward in the nose because otherwise it's just sweet and that's boring. So I found a decent beer scent. It's a little on the floral side. And then to top it off, I found a hop essential oil.
Oh,
So,
nice.
and it smells like pot. I'm going to tell you right now. It smells
Did I hear
like,
that right?
yeah,
Like pop.
it smells like
Pop.
pot.
Yeah.
So, ratio wise, we got it figured out. We got it in the bottle. We let it breathe. I carried it around to the event that we were just at this weekend, and everybody thought it smelled fantastic. I put it on my hand and let people smell it that way. And then the
Yeah.
guy that owned the brewery that we were at really liked it, and he was hosting. And I gave my only bottle that I had made, which I have more that we'll be making, but I gave that to him, and man, it was just an absolute delight being able to hand that bottle off to somebody who really appreciated it. But everybody smelled it and liked it, so I think it's going to be a hit with the community. So yeah, we'll release that
Well,
October.
that's a scary thing. We Irish, we take our Guinness pretty hard on that.
I know.
That's a scary, scary kind of thing. So if you've got some people that know beer, of course, that's a plus right there.
Right.
And it does have different scent notes as much as as long as you keep drinking, that scent note is going to change.
Yeah. Well,
But
and Guinness is delightful, especially if you get a really
Yeah.
really well mixed one.
mhm,
That's really great out of the tap. If you go to a bar that really understands how to pour it the right
mhm.
way, Guinness is phenomenal. But it can also be bad. So, um,
Oh
the
yeah.
my wife just brought in the big mix. So here's the bottle.
Okay.
Okay.
I like
We
it.
got
Cool.
a lot of colors. It's got a bar scene in the background with a couple of bottles, a couple things of stout and pint glasses. And it's not perfect, and it, yeah, thank you, honey. I appreciate it. It's not perfect, but I think it hits the right elements. You're getting the hops, you're getting the stout, you're getting that chocolatey background that's really nice on a Guinness, if it's done right. So I'm
Yeah.
really happy with it, and it'll be a seasonal thing. We're not going to keep it around,
Yeah.
unless it's really super popular. Then we might, you never know.
Right.
Yeah. We so I'm a part of our AOH club here in Carbondale, and we sent one of our bartenders over to Ireland to Guinness to get approved to pour Guinness the proper way.
Oh.
Of course, some systems are really advanced systems to pour it, but just the basic draft, you got to have a different gas and stuff like that. But the pour it is artwork. It really is. It's artwork, and so we were proud of that. That they were able to pass it, and we can say that we have an approved Guinness pourer pouring our Guinness.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the
But,
best Guinness I've ever had when I was stationed in Hawaii, at a Irish bar out there. It was probably the best I've ever had. There's been a few that have been really close, um, but then again, like it was also my 21st birthday, and I was I was also very drunk that night. So
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
probably could have given me the worst beer in the world, and it would have tasted amazing at that point.
yeah,
But I remember being very impressed with it at the time. So
yeah. No, I didn't say 4-H. I said AOH.
The closest I've gotten at the home is the Guinness Nitro.
Yeah.
If you just get regular Guinness and try to pour it in a cup at home, it's missing something.
Mhm. Yeah, it basically has a little cartridge in there when you pop it open. There's a special glass for it. I have 2 of them at the house here, and a special way to pour them out of that also. So you can go down a big thing, but we're talking about burnt beard oil, but it kind of it said it set it going with the beer, and we can do a show about beer. Believe me, and pretty
Nice.
knowledgeable on a lot of that. But
what is beer, right? Beer is fragrances, right?
yeah,
It
yeah,
is, and if you don't have hops in a beer, what are you missing? You're missing that fragrant,
Right.
beautiful herb that
hmm
really does make a beer. And but hops are actually very good for your skin. They're a phenomenal ingredient. So it makes sense to add it into an oil too, because it's a darn good ingredient, and it it smells good. If you blend it the right way, it has a little bit of that pot scent to it, but you
yeah.
blend it the right way, it's magical,
Mhm.
So
Okay.
Jeff Harmon had a good question earlier. What's in
Yeah.
everybody's beard tonight?
Go ahead. Start off, Justin.
I've got EDC's cherry pie in. I put it in this morning and freshened up before I got on the show tonight, and I'm liking it, guys. It's nice.
awesome.
Bishop.
I got EDC cherry pie too, and True North beer on Senate
Nice.
Border.
Nice.
Justin
Well,
told
you
me to
guys-
try it, and I had to try it. So
So right now, in all honesty, I have nothing. I took a shower, and I know I wasn't thinking we are having a beard oil talking night. But I will put butter in before tonight. It's just something I do after a shower if I'm not going nowhere. I just kind of just let it go. I didn't even use a heated brush. I mean, it just looks nasty right now.
How dare you not use a
I
heated
know.
brush?
Dude, I'm telling you, I didn't. This was the last thing on my mind. I thought I was going to talk to a pinup. So
So you
I
thought you were
wasn't
going to
worried about it.
and you're just like, I'm not going to
Right.
I'm not going to look the best I possibly can.
Dude, it's over screen. There's no hiding this stuff. There's nothing.
Okay.
I could have the best beard in the world. It ain't gonna happen, But yeah, I didn't put anything in. I do have lots of stuff, but I'll do a spray down with the water, and then I'll throw in some poured butter of some kind. And
Yeah, I still got to take a shower tonight. So
yeah.
So
Yeah, there is, Chris.
I'm wearing burnt orange patchouli right now. And this is a burnt orange patchouli that I poured in a bottle about 6 months ago. I wanted to see its legs. I wanted to see how it maintained its scent in the bottle. And it has gotten sweeter, and the patchouli has become less pungent. And I really like it. And I may end up pushing that narrative because I think it smells fantastic. So
nice.
you know what I will be wearing tomorrow? I am going to wear Florida Sunshine State Grooming's scent that they just came out with. That is, I have to go look it up, but I got it from him this weekend. and I'm gonna pull it up right now. I think it's awesome. And I got a chance to meet him this weekend, Greg, and I couldn't tell you how amazing it was to not Florida Boys Grooming, excuse me, Sunshine State Grooming. My bad. I'm exhausted. I had a long weekend. So Sunshine State Grooming from Greg. I apologize, folks. Give me just 1 second. So I don't know if you guys know Greg, but he's also being pretty innovative with the stuff that he's doing. And the one that I got from him this weekend was the black pumpkin beard oil, and smells absolutely incredible in bottle. I put some on my hand. It was amazing. I will be having that on my beard tomorrow. And if you have never tried his stuff, that is a killer beard oil, and he makes great products. You guys are having way too much fun in chat.
Have you seen Bishop
No.
or Bianca?
Bianca just jerked him out of the room.
Hey, y'all.
Oh no, she's back.
Better than ever.
Oh man.
Hey, before everybody goes to bed tonight, also check your emails if you're part of True North's letter.
God.
They've got a sin of the month about to drop October 1st, and it seems like it's going to be a good one.
I have to go check my junk folder. All my True North stuff goes into my junk folder. I don't know why. I VIP'd them. I saved them. I don't know. So thank you for the reminder on that, Justin. I will.
Hey, okay, I want to understand what the heck is going on with this love-hate relationship you have with Tara and True North. What's going
There's
on?
nothing. There's nothing. I've said this before. If somebody ain't making fun of you, they don't give a crap about you. So she could take it just like any guy I've ever dealt with.
Are you talking about Bianca or are you talking about Tara?
Well, Bianca maybe too, but
Bianca looking like Aquaman tonight.
Yeah, listen, Bianca. Tara likes Bianca's new hairstyle. I told you guys, Bianca was combing out a new makeover. That pinup girl. Oh, I'm here. You said pinup girl. I'm here.
Yeah. That was an entrance. I was trying to listen to Jacob, and I got Bianca out of the corner of my eye.
So then you're trying to talk about Greg and Sunshine State Grooming about his products, and here's Bianca stealing the thunder. Way to go, Bianca!
Yeah. Well, speaking of Greg, and he was one of my reviews I did, and I really did enjoy his product, his pour butter and his oils. I talk about it all the time. His gave me such a memory of my grandmother, the Ottoman brew. It really struck a chord. I like his squeeze butter, and I have that in Ottoman brew too. But not more than it works. It works well, but it also gave me a great memory that I come back to now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he reminds you of your grandmother?
He don't remind me of my grandmother. His product remind me of my grandmother having these candies called Nips, and they were a coffee candy.
Right.
She always had it. Always had it. And as soon as I opened the box, that was the first whiff I got, and it just took me back to being at my grandmother's table and basically smelling these Nips and eating these Nips, basically.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's
looks like a
great
grandmother
stuff.
as far as I'm concerned. He's a pretty smashing bearded fellow, See, Tara almost watched Norbit today. She would have gone blind. That movie would have made her go blind. That movie, I've never watched that movie. It came on one day, and I almost had a visceral reaction to it being on the screen. That's how bad it is.
But yeah, to go back with me and Tara, we're busting. I hope nobody takes that we're serious about each other. But You know, she tries to ban me off my own shows. I try to ban her, and I made her a mod so she can ban the right people and stuff. But you know, it's just back and forth. So Bianca, what's new with you?
You know, just I just fill out the application for next year for the pinup girl for on Buckeye Beer Bottom. I definitely be there, and just trying some new products and stuff like that. Um, you know, my brother don't let me get here too much because he said I'm taking his thunder. You know, and I know 30J Spray. He's kind of always sending me messages and stuff like that. He just always asks me for my number. You can't have it.
Well, so that your brother don't get too mad, I'm gonna put this up just so your brother has a big heart. He's sponsoring this week's show too.
Yeah,
Hooked on Phonics,
yeah,
Bishop approved. You know,
yeah.
so
Blame,
he,
blame.
he's
Hey,
you
man.
know
Gonna put blame, bland and beard, blame, bland. Got a little bit of two north, got two north, blame, bland, blame, bland.
Yeah, But I just want to pop up real quick and say hi. My brother's already here trying to kick me out of the camera. You know.
all right.
So Jacob, always nice to see you. Justin, Baker, always a pleasure.
Well, thank you for
Bianca's
stopping
out.
by.
Dirty spray, Jay. Oh, you guys are hilarious in chat, man. It's so funny. Oh, I love it. Oh man.
I think Bianca should have turned off the microphone before getting undressed or whatever.
So I want to say I got to meet Renee from Black Manor.
Yeah, I
got
seen
to
that
meet-
picture.
I got to meet Matt from Sunshine State, from Florida, Florida Boys Grooming. Greg, Frick and Frack,
Mhm.
Phil Dowd. I got to see Mike Wiseman again.
Nice.
And just a cool group of people. It was really a lot of fun. And again, it was a smaller event, and I they didn't have the kind of attendance that they were hoping for. But us Florida folks, or if you're just interested in helping the bearded community grow, let's start getting these organizations going. And we, even if it's like Southern Alabama, Georgia, maybe even Southern Mississippi and Florida, like there's a lot of bearded folks. We got to start getting these things going and making them bigger and making them wider attended.
Yeah.
And speaking as an owner, I got to go up there and I made some sales, but man, I just enjoyed the community a lot more than anything else. I get caught up in the moment, which is why I didn't take any pictures. Any
Mhm.
pictures that you see or other people that snap me, I didn't take a single picture because I get caught up in the moment. I want to talk to
Mhm.
people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I think the pictures were from Phil. I think that's who I saw on Facebook. And he had a bunch of pictures, and like I said, I was pointing them out. I'm like, oh yeah, there's Renee. Oh yeah, there's Babe Jacob Bain. And Phil and Sunshine Greg, and stuff like that. So I thought and it was so many white beards. It was like a cloud like formed in one of the pictures. It was like it was so many long white beards there, and of course I think Phil, I believe it was Phil. I'm hoping it was got frickin' frack lemon bars or key lime bars.
I
Which
didn't know
saw
anything about that. I wish I had.
Yeah, yeah. And she has her own little label and everything too, from from the kitchen of and stuff. So it was pretty cool to see. I heard it's pretty much an honor, when you do get something from her kitchen. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, it looked like a good thing, but I didn't hear about it at all. That's why I want to start promoting these comps on here. This is what this was supposed to be. A little homage to my grandfather, to my heritage, to bringing the comp in with the beard world and stuff. So I'm gonna have to start looking at that calendar a little bit better. I don't go on Facebook much. Usually I'm on Instagram and I post everything to Facebook. But I think I have to get on Facebook a little bit more to catch these comps so I can promote them a little bit better. Good ending. Dog bark right at the end there. It was like, what's that movie commercial? Good dog, Ubu. Right?
Sit,
Was
boo-boo,
there something
sit,
on a
good
TV
dog.
show?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He said, "Sit, boo boo, sit, good dog."
Yeah,
Oof.
yeah. There you go. That's it. Yeah.
No,
But
30 Spray. Look at what Bishop said. He said the 80th was a great year. I think he meant to say the 80s were great years. I
don't have my glasses.
see. I have to tease him because he's named my company 95 different things over the course of the last 6 months. So I have got to tease him.
You should come out with a
he's getting the
special
book
oil
again.
just for him.
He's reading the book again. He'll get it.
Yeah. I'm back to episode 1.
Yeah,
I'm
I am going to
episode
come out
1.
with a special oil, and everything on there is going to be renamed to things that Bishop has called my company.
Man, I try.
Everything on there is going to be wrong, you know. But I mean, English isn't his first language. But it's just funny. Like to me, like this is part of the community, right? We can razz each other, and you know, we still aren't upset, you know. So,
and if you use one of his
the whole
codes,
thing.
it'll save you 20%.
Right.
Oh, man. Hey, that was your fault because you should have caught that on the show.
Yeah.
See, I told you to come back to you. Justin. We have to proofread this stuff, you know.
Right.
But we're all here, you know. I mean, factory life is a little bit different. Every other word out of our mouth is a curse word, but that's how we get through tonight. Is just having fun with each other. Please, nobody ever take it serious. Like I said, if somebody's not busting your butt, then you know they don't care about you. You know, I leave people alone that I just don't want to talk to, but I'll bust anybody's butt that I care about. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Listen, I got a good sense of humor. This is not even the first. I mean, this is nothing. When I was growing up and driving trucks. Is hey, how you know? You watch my OnlyFans? Only beers. He's subscribed to my Only Beers. That's what it is.
Oh
no, man. You know, you got to have a good sense of humor and laugh. If you don't laugh, you don't have a good sense of humor. You're always gonna be miserable, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
My dog is pulling his food bowl across the floor right now.
Well, feed him. Jeez.
God.
You know,
Bianca's food bowl? Is that what you said?
you know,
Sorry.
don't be neglecting the puppies. You know, give them
Right.
some food or something.
God.
But anyways, so there's a couple things I like to do on the show, and I'm going to leave everybody up here because of the fact that you know it is one of these shows that you know was put together for nothing. So I usually do an Irish word of the week, but I'm going to do the Irish act of the week, and I do this very much often, and it's just one of my favorite beard oils also. The Irish goodbye. So basically, you know how you say
Irish
goodbye to
goodbye.
everybody. Yeah, you say goodbye to everybody, and you know it's another hour before you get out of there. So basically, this is you get up, you walk towards the bathroom, but go to the door. Don't say a word to nobody that you're leaving, and it's called the Irish goodbye. So, you know, it's an act. It is a word, of course, but it's more of an act to do. And this is the way I like to walk out the door. And usually about 20, 25 minutes. You got to shut your screen off before you do that, Jacob. But basically, it gets you out the door quicker than you know going around the table. So there you go, Chris. Yep, just leave. You did, but you came back. That's the problem.
Oh,
and you left
okay.
you left everything on, so I knew you'd be back. You know,
Okay.
it's like if I have a fresh pint of Guinness sitting there and I go, I'm coming back.
Well,
But
if we
yeah,
got a good pint of Guinness, we're going to drink it and we're going to feel really good when we're done. Isn't that right?
there you go.
Oh, we've got a good
It's a
bottle
show
of
about
Johnson over
nothing.
here,
I'm
don't
not
we?
giving away nothing.
Oh, all right.
But
You don't want my pot of
yeah,
gold?
I figured that was a good one. But yeah, see, you did the Irish goodbye when you're tired. If I talk to you every day and stuff like that, but that's my way to get out. I've done it at more than one time at Worlds. I would just get my Uber and I would leave. But it's just you don't want to be bothered by an hour kind of saying goodbye to everybody. You'll see them the next day usually, So it was that. Like I said, I promoted pretty much anything here that I needed to promote, except for this one here. This is basically Jacob Jacked Up. If you're still in here, I think this is still going on. This is for the BB4, the Best in Show belt. He's trying to get every branch of the military, other leather workers that were in the military to kind of make a patch of the branch that they were in. But if they can't afford it, he's doing this so that they can basically, you send $1 and he'll pay for the leather and just have these workers do it. We have, until next year, next September 19th, I believe it is. But, it's nice to support this. So as long as they say, hopefully, it's still going on. If it isn't, I'll find out from Jacob. I'll actually talk to him and make sure it's still going on. I did that. Today's sponsor, I want to make sure I get that going. So hopefully, Bishop approved.
That's right.
Just don't try to say Blaine Blends.
Oh my god!
No,
I'm gonna
Jay Blaine.
take this off. Down below is Jay Summers. Let's get him up there. Come on, go to his YouTube. He's putting out good content. Get it up there. Anything on Wednesday's show, please support One Bearded Bishop and Bane Blends. Jacob, what they're doing is great stuff. And I'm thinking about an upcoming Halloween show. So 10/26. I'm thinking about at 8:30, maybe a little sooner. Doing a little Halloween party. Have a bunch of guests on here. If you would like to be a part of it, it does include dressing up.
Right.
There will be points given. You don't have to stay at the whole show. You don't have to be on the whole show. But you are required to get onto the show to be dressed as something. So I'm going to try to do that and line up a few people. I already purchased what I'm going to be. It's one of my favorite movies, Spoof. So that gets a little bit out there. But I'm trying to do that the 26th. Sunday night. I may start it, like I said, a little bit earlier. If people that want to be on there only can come a little bit earlier. So that's going to be the 26th. And we'll see, you never know. You stop in, have a mask on, talk a little bit, and get out if you want. We were just talking about Black Manor. Hello there.
Hey, Renee.
Thank you for stopping in. We saw some pictures of the comp. Jacob was just talking about it also, getting to meet you.
She was so nice. When we finally got a chance to talk at the end of the day, she was so nice. I wish we had more time.
Yes. I just actually purchased the 2 drops that she's doing. It sounded interesting of what she was doing. I do like some of the well, I like everything that Renee has put out so far. So they really spoke to me, and I had a couple extra bucks in my pocket. So hopefully we get that. Oh, thank you, Jay. You could have said it too, bud. So far, so
Y'all were talking.
yeah, you butt in. That's what I do. But but yeah, 18th to the 20th. So you know, it's I know a lot of people are looking to do it. So hopefully we bring some more light to that. And
It's
it's a
not
long way away.
It's not a 3-day event, but a lot of people like to get there a day in advance. That way, if they do a Friday thing again, like they did with the kayaks, so
It is going to be a meet and greet on the 18, and then the competition's the 19.
Yeah,
Nice.
But
And
if
I'm
you're
sure he's
gonna
going to
do
try to
that-
do something else. You know, like he had the rafting, and I know it's going to be combat to kayaks again. So maybe he'll do some rafting or something. So, you know, if you can get it in there on Thursday, you know, Friday, most likely you're going to be able to do something. So, and he's putting it out. He's changed the logo 1,000 times with the BB4 on Facebook. I've seen, and it's gonna. I think we're gonna have a good showing there to support him. So, which is awesome.
They having a new competition too, a new category this year is the Santa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gee, I wonder who's going to win
that one. Well, if you caught Santa Tom's show, he had a lineup there that they were all pretty good. They were all pretty good there. So
no, I was being facetious. I mean, there's some killer Santas that are out there.
Oh yeah, no, I know you were just saying it. But I couldn't believe the lineup he got there, and it was awesome to see that on his show. And I think they said they were going, so you know, get a big category for that, and I think it'll be good. One thing I do want to say, and Taxi Phil had just posted this. We have a great group of women in the beard community here in the company side of it. The Whiskereners on the comp side of it has dropped dramatically. He's actually thinking about not having that as a category anymore. They used to do a creative, they used to do a realistic. That dropped down a few years ago, and now he just does the Whiskerina category. And now he's thinking that if he doesn't get a good showing, he's going to drop that. And that'll be a sad thing to do. You know, it's tough out there, but I think our beard community, ladies and women, I think that'd be something fun if you do go to a competition to do. And, you know, it's not crazy what you need to do at the local ones, but if you do go to Worlds or something like that, you know, they're expecting your A game. But it's just get up on stage, have some fun, and, you know, have a few laughs, and hopefully you enjoy creating it. But with all that saying, I know I already asked what's new. You know, if you have any last words, Justin, I'll start with you. Go ahead.
Guys, I just want to say again, you know, I appreciate everybody reaching out to me. I'm going to do a few different videos also. I've got the oils that are getting ready to come out, but I've been talking with some of the people in the chat over here, and you don't have to go out and buy the best of the best hair dryer and the best of the best beard straightener. It's all about how you tweak things. And use it to your styling and everything. So there's going to be a few other videos and stuff instead of just oil, because there's other products as a bearded person that we use other than just oil and butter. So,
Bishop, any last words?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for everybody. You know, keep an eye on. I have something new I'm coming up with. No shame on my game. Only beers. I mean, anybody who wants, you know, support me. And no, listen, guys, it's just laughter. You know, I said this before. We all need to laugh more. It's also Suicide Prevention Month. If you know anybody out there that needs talk to, please reach out to any of us. Don't hesitate. It's all it takes is one phone call. Yes, it is important. So that's it. I appreciate you having me in the show. It's all about good times.
Absolutely.
Right. Go ahead, Jacob.
Lot going on. There's quite a bit that we're working on and trying to improve and trying to be better at. We're trying to figure out what the next couple of months are going to look like, but just trying to be consistent with what we're doing and trying to grow our community and trying to be good stewards of what we've been given, and that's our philosophy on life, and that's what we're trying to accomplish.
Awesome.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Wednesday I'll be on with Bishop. Hopefully we'll have Hayden from Limb Loss Boss on, and you guys can get to meet him. I'm really hoping we can start cross-pollinating these communities.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that was a goal when I started, and hopefully everybody else is seeing that, and we'll be good. And just have a tougher community. So I'm gonna be a little sappy here for a second, but this week I'm gonna be kind of away from the internet, and it's all for good reason. So I'm gonna pop in and say hello as much as I possibly can. But this week I get to see my daughter. So
Yep.
That's
awesome. That's definitely a good reason.
That's amazing.
So nothing comes before that. So we're traveling Tuesday morning for the trip down to Fort Jackson, and then we get the family day graduation, and then we get to take her to AIT in Virginia. And then she'll be out for there for another 9 weeks. But my wife was going crazy getting everything that she requested happening tonight. And hopefully we got everything that she wants, because we only had a limited phone call of a half hour to kind of put together 100 things that she wants. So like I said, I'll probably stop this. I'll try, especially when I'm driving, I'll catch up on anything I do miss. I'm not driving, the wife is driving. I'll be in the back seat sleeping, hopefully. But it's gonna be great. And so don't take any offense if I'm not in there or I'm not sharing things out as much as I usually do and stuff, but I got more important things right now. Monday I have to work, but after that I'm gone until probably Saturday. I don't know what time we'll be hitting in, so Bishop, I may not make it or whatnot, Saturday, but we'll see. We'll play it by ear here and go on with that.
That is okay. And on the whole trip, man, take as many pictures as possible, and give her a big old hug from Uncle Bishop.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate everybody supporting me and supporting everything that goes on in here. So with that all said, everybody have a great week. Please, go look at all these new drops that are happening, and it's the first week of October coming up here, and have some fun, enjoy everybody, and just gonna say cilantro.
Cilantro.